Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Direwolf20's 1.16 mod pack. Alright, so we know what this room is. This is our killing zone. And it seems to be doing quite well. We've got a separate ME system now, so yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's full. It's full of good crap. 25,000 crap things, and everything else is getting exported into the main ME system. So for instance, we have how many blaze rods now? We have 917 blaze rods. How many ender pearls? We have 955. However, you know the creeper glands? We got 2. So we can't even make another ghast here because they require 3, as you can see. It requires 3. So we're kind of screwed in that respect. But, you know, shit happens. Okay. Today, we're going to play around with rftools. Why, I hear you ask? Well, because I want Never Stars. Yeah. So, Never Stars. This is the thing that I want. So, I've already gone and extended this room. We don't need that much space, to be honest. And we need something called a spawner. So, this here is a spawner, or a spawner block from rftools. And basically what this does is this actually produces a thing based on a syringe. Hence the reason why, if you have a look in our other packs, we got a ton of syringes. So let me put some of this stuff back in here and then grab the red pack, because I think it's the red pack that has the syringes in. Was that? Oh, that might have not been that one. Alright, so we did have a load of syringes at one point, I think. Syringes are relatively straightforward. Glass bottles, some iron. Oh, we don't have iron in that one. It's in this one. So if we go to syringes in here, we've already got the crafting recipe set up. So if I get 10, so we got now. Oh yeah, they don't stack. So we've got a couple of blank syringes, which means that we can go out into the world and we can grab mobs and stuff, and then come back here, and then we can basically farm them. It's a way of actually them getting created, and then we can smash them to pieces. Now, obviously the wither is a bit of a pain in the ass, so we need blocks, or dark. So these little blue shield templates that will go on the dark side metal to protect it and also protect us. I'm not sure whether this actually needs protecting. But we need 3 blocks in the middle and about 4 blocks high. So what I did was I made this 5 blocks, because that kind of makes sense. So we'll do this like so. I'm not sure whether this one needs. I can't remember where. I don't think that you cover that one up. I think what you do is not cover that one up. I think that one goes here, so it sort of sits in the shield. So what you do is you build up a shield pattern, right? Now I'm going to build up a pattern to like so, basically a box. Now, does it need to be 3 or 4 high? I'm going to go with it needs to be higher. Let's go with a 5 by 5 and we'll go up. We'll fix the ceiling in a minute, because it's not like, you know, we need the ceiling right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to build it 4 high, like 4 blocks, and then I'm going to have a double ceiling, because double ceilings, in my opinion, are cool because they stop things from getting out. I've had a couple of times where they've gone through the ceiling, which has not been really fun, you know, especially when it blasts the crap out of the base and then you have to go around and try and find out where the bloody thing is, and then when you actually get it, you've then got to kill it. Yeah, would prefer not to have that. I know, weird, huh? Who would have thought that I wouldn't like a wither running around my base? So the idea is that we spawn it in here, we use the industrial foregoing mob crusher to destroy the fucker, and then we're good. That's the plan. Yeah, I know most of my plans don't really work, but I'm guessing that this one will, because like I've done it before. So why shouldn't it work? Yeah, if it doesn't work, I'm going to blame someone else. Whoa, that was cool. Oh, I forgot how quick they were. Right, let's get back up there because I need to... Alright, so there, and there. And then here. I probably don't need to go here, but never mind. So you fill all this, and then you run out, and then you have to go get more, because it's a good job I actually taught this. Why did I press cancel, you dick? 64, start, done, and then done. Yeah, it's a good job I taught the system how to make these, because, yeah, I wasn't going to, but then I decided, well, why not? I've taught it to make everything else. Right, so 3x3 should be enough to contain them. It should be enough to contain it. Right, so once we've got the general outline of the frame, now obviously there are different type or different colours of shield, right? So if we go to shield, you've got the different colours. You've got blue, you've got red, green, and yellow. So you can play around with all these different things and get them to do different, interact in different ways. This, however, is a shield tier 3. And yeah, because why not? It's basically you just stick it next to what you want to make the shield from, and then you tell it a whole load of different things. You give it some power, and it's usually quite happy. So what we're going to do is, obviously the spawner needs power, so we're going to dig down, because that's what we do. We dig. We're going to dig down here, and we're going to get our power cables, and we're going to hook these up. Now, bearing in mind that we still need to hook up the mob spawner, so we'll hook up the power to this, like so, and then that's all it needs, a power and a syringe. Well, that's all it needs for now. So there is another step to this, but the basics are power, thing. We're going to change this to on to activate, and we're going to get ourselves a lever from here, just so that we can activate it and deactivate it when we need to. Okay, so that's cool. Right, so this is the first part, right? So we need power. Now I did bring a plug point thing, so we'll put that on there, and then we'll switch that over to our network because we don't really want it to run out of power. Okay, so that's that. Right, that doesn't really do anything, so now we need to play with it. So it's a shield. Rain, shield. Right, it's definitely shield. Color. If pressed, light is blocked. Yeah, why not? Okay, so that's not it. Generic damage type, we're going to go for player. Entity that matches this filter can pass through. Entity that not matches that. Sorry, so everything, it's solid for everything, right? Is that right? Is that on for this? And isn't that a shape card? Oh, do I need a wrench? Do I need a wrench? rftools. Uses a block selector, and then that one's a general wrench. So I'm pretty sure we have one of them, because didn't we do that with the other things? Alright, let's have a look. We don't have one in there because that would be stupid. Why would we? What about in here? Don't we have a wrench in here? Why is it we never have a wrench when we need one? You notice that? We always need some other wrench. You know what? There used to be the Ender one that used to do everything, and I used to love that one. Or the Yetta wrench, or whatever it was called. That was awesome. That was just one tool does all. It was brilliant. So we need a wrench from rftools. We need one of these, so we'll get one of the... of course we got no blue. So let's get some blue. I think it's this blue. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we've got a wrench now. Okay, so we got ourselves a wrench, and there we go. There we go, turn it off, or turn it on, and turn it off and on, off and on. You see how it blocks the light so you can see it, and you can't see it. Alright, so the thing that we need to do is so everything at the moment is solid. Now what we need to do is something else. So we need to be able to pass through it. So player needs to be, we don't need a player name, but we need to be able to pass through it. Now, if we leave it there, don't work. However, if we click on this one and then click on up, we can move through it. Sweet. All right, so also what we need to do is we need something to allow, or we need to pass. So we've got a player's pass, but we also need an item pass. So we need items to be able to pass through the default solid shield as well. So now what we can do is if we throw an item in there or an item drops, it will actually get sucked up and be quite happy by us. So it will allow the things to filter through so that we can grab them. So this is the basics. We have a shield that we can turn on and off. Whoa. Okay, we need to, we've got something that will annoy us forever because we haven't fixed it. And that is the size of the roof. So we're going to go and fix those now. I need blue, so I need the red ones. Let's get stack instead. And then, so the good thing about this is obviously, okay, that's not a good thing because I can't reach the power. So what we need to do is we need to switch it on first. So let's go to single block mode and go down. And let's flip the switch. Right, so now we can see, hang on, let's not flip the switch yet. I need to be up there. See, that shouldn't really be in the way. So there you go, so that should be, yeah, so that's still a shield, which is good. Alright, so it extends all the way up to the top. So I think what we can do is probably just build those up, maybe. We should be able to dig out, or we should be able to pillar our way up. And then, just as long as we don't turn the thing on, we should be good. Alright, so if we can do all that, and then obviously we'll jump across, and we'll fill this one up too, so that we've got no issues whatsoever with things coming through. I mean, as you can see, we only got it when it got turned off, which is a good test because that means that hostile mobs can't get through, which means the wither's not generally going to get through as well. See, good test. Totally not intentional, but you know, still a good test. All right, so we've got that. We've got the power downstairs. Now, this thing on its own will not work with just a syringe. Okay. It will not work. Why do I hear you say? Probably not. The reason being is because it requires a whole load of other stuff to power itself. Okay, so it requires beams of energy or matter beams to actually generate. Hang on. Need some more of those. It needs matter beams to actually generate the entities that you're trying to form. Now, in the case of a wither, that's a bit of a pain in the arse because you need a wither star to be able to generate a wither, which is a bit horrible, to be honest, because you haven't got a wither, a nether star, or wither star. Yeah, wither star. Well done. You haven't got a nether star in the first place because that's the whole point that you're trying to make. You're trying to make them, so like pain in the arse. Yes. So what we've got to do is we have to spawn one, kill it, to get a nether star to then be able to spawn more. However, at the time of killing, we can't kill it straight away. And this is going to be the pain part. You can't kill it straight away, because if you kill it straight away, you're not going to get another, well, you might get another star actually, but it has to be a player kill, doesn't it? Or it might not be. No, mob crusher should kill it. So we need to spawn one, then kill it with the mob crusher, which I think is the mob crusher, yep. And then we should be good, but we have to spawn it first to then kill it, which means something like heads. We need wither skeleton heads, and we need a few of them. So yeah, see, these withers are not that great at spawning heads because they're modified, and as you can see, we've got no wither heads. We've got a couple of bones, but nothing really spectacular. Which means we're going to have to generate the wither heads in this to then kill them to then get what we need. Yeah, not great. But, you know, what can you do? Alright. So first things first is we're going to have to go to the nether and we're going to have to get a wither skeleton. But we can do that with a syringe. So that's not a problem. Now, to generate these mobs, there are a couple of things that you need to do. One is set up this as we have just done. Okay, so now we've got our force field in place, we've got our spawner in the middle, we give it a syringe, we give it the matter beams, and then we should be good. Now, the matter beams are what is going to be a little bit of a difficult thing to get your head around. However, it's really quite simple. There are 3 sections for everything that you need to create. Okay, so there are 3 beams for well, I don't know for everything, but for most things that need to be created. All right, so we have 3 matter beamers. Now we have to feed the matter beamers with the items that we want to basically build a mob. So here's how I do it. I have a chest, okay? And what I do normally is, just make sure this is on a single block. I will put a crafter, and do I normally put it in the floor? I don't normally put it in the floor, but I do want to connect it to the other thing. So I'm going to put it here. Now, I'm going to put the crafter on top. Okay, not facing this way, because I don't want it to face this way. I want it to face the other way. So I'm going to get yet another wrench, and we're going to flip this so that it's up. There we go, up. Now we're going to shove the diamond chest on top. Okay, so like we did with the other room, we're going to eject everything into the chest, and then from the chest it's going to be injected to wherever we need the actual filler to be. Alright. However, these pipes are not going to cut it like that, are they? Because these pipes are a pain in the arse. So what we might need to do is actually move this and move these, because they are... These pipes, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like these pipes, they're kind of cool, but Jesus Christ, they cause a problem. Alright, so we'll space these out, and we'll put the power along the front here, because why not? Because I'm pretty sure that they still require power, right? Do they require power? I can, yeah, it looks like it. That's not going to work. Get out of there. So there, and there. That should give us the power we require. I'll hook that up in a moment. And then what we should be able to do is, if we move this guy, because like I said, these things are a pain in the ass. Let's move this over here. So we just need to move it over 1. We'll put it there, and then we will put this guy here. We'll put the chest Now, do we want to put the chest on top? Yes, we don't. No, we really want to put the chest. Choices. No, we're going to have to move this over one now. And I'll show you the reason why in a second. It's all to do with the amount of thing. Why did I put a mob crusher there? It's all to do with the amount of space required for these pipes not to connect. So we'll put the diamond chest on the top there. We'll rotate this guy so that he's pointing up. And he'll dump everything into here. Then this... So if we grab the pipes and the extractors, this one will come around here and do that. This one will come around here and then go down and across, right? And then this one will go up to this. So that one will go across and that way. Alright, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to be feeding these different matters, so different amounts of matter, and that will depend on what is actually trying to be spawned at the time. And obviously we're gonna go back over to these pipes and we're gonna shove on. Alright, we're gonna go down here first. Well, while we're down here, we might as well hook up the power. Yes, try not to fall through the floor. Can't promise anything. Alright, so we've got our other hookup. We might as well hook up the other stuff here as well now. So we've got our other hookup here, you see? So what we can do is we can take a branch off. So this is our normal. This is our main crafting, or our main ME network. So what we can do is pull that across to here. And there we go. Right, so we'll get rid of these. Alright, so that sets up our ME network, which is great. So now we can just set up the basics and put it in the crafter. We should be good. Alright, so that's all that switched over, and we are good. Okay, so yeah, they're all cool, that's all cool, this is all cool. Right. One other thing that we do... Oh, that's not cool. No, we've done that one. Ah, there we go. I knew there was one behind the back. There we go. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll whitelist these. So at the moment they're blacklisted, but we'll stick them to whitelist so that only the items that we put in the chest that are correct will come out. And then over here, we need to link the matter transmitters with... focus mode, I think it is. Is it focus mode? No, it's wrench mode. So you click that, and then you select a spawner as the destination. And you click that, and go do that, and then go there, and link them. So now you can see that they're all linked and connected, and they're quite happy. Now the reason you do that is because you can have multiple of these. So we could actually set up multiple different things and turn them on and off depending on what we wanted to spawn at the time. At the moment we're only going to be doing wither skeletons, so it's not really a massive deal. Wither skeletons will take a little bit of thing to basically, you need to generate the stuff from. So that's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, but other than that it's fine. So we will shove our mob crusher up there. We'll give it its range add-ons, and that should be sufficient enough to cover that entire room and a bit more, so that's fine. Then what we need to do is we need to hook up the import bus. Obviously we need to import the stuff back into the system. We're going to need 2 import buses, hence the reason why we've got 2. But we're going to need 2 because we need 1 for that and 1 for the actual systems. It's already got power because it's right next to a power cable. And then what we'll do is we'll just put that there, and then we should be able to just connect it there for the time being, just so that it's got power and it's got everything it needs, so we can pull into the system. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to temporarily disable all the outputs. We don't care about the essence. The essence can go into the system. And the essence can go into the system like that straight away. What we do care about is I want to see how many heads and stuff we get from there. So everything is set up. And this thing does use power. Okay, so don't get me wrong. This does use a fair amount of power. Yeah? So we can turn it off, but I would leave it on. So I'm going to turn it off for now because we need to go to the nether. But, yeah. I like my bow. Alright, so we have a hell of a lot of stuff in our inventory, so we are going to sort of dash and put it in the bag, or put it in the relevant bag. So we're going to put that stuff away there. The second spawner that I wanted, I'm going to leave there. We're going to put some of these other things in here as well, and that, and then the rest of it can go into the main sections, and that one can go into the blue bag as well. Right, we should be good. Oh, hang on, and then that. Right, so we should be good now. So we need to go and find a wither. So a wither skeleton. So the blaze spawner would probably be the best area, but that's all been mined out, so it might not be the best anymore. We might have to go around and find somewhere. So we need our food. We are definitely going to need a syringe. So if we grab a couple, just in case we see something else that we want to stab. And then, yeah, let's, I suppose, look, what have we got on our... So we got the Nether Builder. And that's it at the moment. So let's go over to there. We'll go over to the Nether Builder. Alright, so the Nether Builder is chugging along quite happily. It has done an insane job so far. That's finished, isn't it? That's finished. It has finished. Alright, so we're going to need to go this way anyway, because we need to go and find somewhere. So let's just get out of the dirt, really. What we need to do is we need to find somewhere where is open and clean, so that we can actually get some skeletons, which I'm guessing there's a void thing over there. We might be able to go that way. There as well looks like it might be somewhere to go. This has all been mined. There is, so that's where our base is. We could, yeah, we could head in that direction actually, because that's never bricks. That's gonna have, actually, yeah, let's do that. Alright, we'll forget about the quarry for now. I mean, we're not low on resources by any means, so we're not going to do that. We'll go back to the Nether portal and we'll follow it this way, purely and simply because, oh, did I? Oh, it's up there. Alright, we're here. Have we got anything close by? We really haven't. Alright, so we're going to be running for a while. Or we're going to be running to the old quarry. Alright, let me get to let me get to that section and we'll be back. Okay, with the use of a building gadget, some waystones, and we are quite far from where we started. So I went from there all the way across down into that thing and then all the way up, and we found another little fortress up here. There are some skeletons and stuff, so I'm hopeful that we will find a wither skeleton at least somewhere. So let's get rid of, what? Another blaze spawner. Like, just when you don't need them, that's where they all are. Right, let's, there's got to be something around here. There's, there's got to be. There's got to be. I need one. Damn it. Right. Down there is where the skeleton was, and that's where the pigman is. So he's not pissed at me at the moment, so that's good. That's a good sign. Don't know about that. What about him through there? Can we see anything in there? No, there doesn't look like to be one there. Oh, for God's sake, this isn't looking good either. Whoa! I like the knockback on this. Zombie pigman, lava. This really isn't looking good, is it? I mean, I suppose I could do the pigman if I really wanted to, because then I could get lots and lots of gold, but I've already got too much. Okay. This is not looking good, is it? This really isn't looking good. We just need a wither skeleton. Just one. That's all we need. Just one. There's one. Haha. Right. Get rid of him. Got him. Right. Here we go. So we need to stab him a few times, like until we've got a full syringe, and we're gonna get this anyway. So once we've got a full syringe, we're good. Right, so stab him again, stab him again. Is it full? Is it full? It's level, yep, it's full. It's full, which means we can kill him. Right. Yes, level 100. So the target is now with a skeleton. Okay, so seeing as we don't need that. Seeing as this is the place, obviously, where we got our wither skeleton, what we're going to do is we're going to drop our waystone here. We're just going to drop it right in the middle, and we're going to call this wither skeletons, because that's where we got one. Right, so activate that, and then let's bugger off home. Do we have enough? Yes, we have 5 experience, so we're going to go straight home. Alright, so we've got our wither skeleton. Now, with the wither skeleton, we require certain items in which to spawn them. So what we'll do is we'll shove it in the rftools thing, and then, so we'll turn that on first. We'll go into the right click that, and we'll put that in there. Okay, so we need any kind of matter, living matter. So fish and food and all that kind of stuff. So and then we also need netherrack, and we need bones. So what we can do is we can say, right, you guys, actually we obviously need to eat, because that's why we're doing that. So let's get our, right, let's put our building gadget up there. Let's put that down there. So we know that we need netherrack. So we need netherrack. So we'll get that. Oh, we have some here anyway, but right, let's put these away. The spawners I will keep hold of, because I've got 3 of them now. We'll put that away, and that, and that, and that, and that, and we'll keep that one separate. Right, so we've got that. We need bone, which we've got 24,000 of, so that's fine. We then need a matter. We need matter, so food, essentially. Now we've got sugarcane, however, I'm sure, haven't we got, yeah, we got lots of carrots. Potatoes grow insanely well as well. So I'm thinking that maybe carrots or potatoes would be the obvious answer. And we can always grow more of them, right? We don't use them right now, so we may as well use the carrots. So we're going to use the carrots. Now, what we have to do is we have to say, right, the bottom one whitelists carrots, the top one whitelists bones, and the bottom one, or the middle one, sorry, whitelists netherrack. Okay, so now whenever we jettison that stuff into there, it will go off and it will do all the bits and pieces it needs to do. Now, I'm gonna not bother with auto crafting at the moment because I want to see what each one of these generates, and I just put the bone and stuff back. I mean, what the hell? Carrot. So carrot we're going to need a lot of, so we're definitely going to have to get some more of that, but we'll sort that out shortly. Neverac, and like I said, carrot is one that we're going to need a lot of, so let's go back and get a couple of stacks like I should have done in the first place. Right, so how much does this require for each item? So if we go and have a look, we require 0.5 of Neverac, 30 carrots, 1500 RF, and 0.1 of a bone. So if we times that by 10 to do one bone, so that's one bone, 5 Neverac, and whatever that is in 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, so 150. So if we go one bone, and then 5 Neverac, and then we need what? So if we do 60 and then 40, and then don't we need another 150? Yeah, so that's fine. Why isn't that going out? Huh. It's on whitelist. Oh, because I've been an idiot. Can everybody see what I did? Yeah, I've attached it to that, not this. That was really smart. I think I'm a genius. Look at that. That's genius level stupidity, that. Right, let's whack this in here. Where are my cables? They're fluid. I don't want fluid, I want item. They're item pipes. Okay, so we'll hook this to here, and then we will smash this and go up one to here, and the extract will go there. There we go, and then we'll whitelist carrot, so carrot continues to come out, and it already has. Alright, so how much is that? So let's have a look at what is left. Did that even go? Okay, so that's in there. Oh, we need a redstone signal to turn it on. Yeah, I'm getting really special at this game. Let's get some levers. Oh, good, I crafted some. Cool. Or auto-crafted a couple. So let's get 4, because why not? We don't need 4, but let's get 4. So we turn that one on, that one on, and that one on. Is that right? That one's gone. That one is gone. And that one is transmitting. So we should see, we've got 1 in there, 5 in there, and yeah, time to get out. Oh my god, I'm standing in there. Yeah, we've got spawned, and nothing. Oh, nothing came. Let's kill this off. Right, so how, whoa, yep, probably not a good, alright, so, yeah, there's got to be a real base chance of stuff like that happening. Well, it's working anyway, so you can see how the crusher works, or the mob thing works. Now, obviously, if we spawn the wither, because we need skulls, if we're getting a tiny amount of essence, which, yeah, it's neither here nor there really. Essence doesn't really bother me at this point. We've got so much. What do we got? We're up to 6 of 30. So if we just let the carrots, if we just chuck carrots at it, then that should wind its way. Because, oh, okay. It's not smart enough to understand that if you've got too many, don't put them in. Well, that's stupid. Yeah, we'll just sit there and feed it for a bit then. You can see the line that it's generating, so it's actually transmitting the matter into the thing, which is, I think, is kind of cool. Actually, it's kind of nice. It's not going very fast, but it is going, so we're going to have to leave this running and just see what we can get. I might switch it up and have a look at the... Well, no, actually this is the one that will do player damage, right? Is this the one that does player damage? Let's have a look at the mob. Crusher. Right, so we need the book. Where's the book? The book is not in there. The book should be in here. Codex Arcana. Where's the books? Astral Tome. Industrial Foregoing. There we are. Mob Crusher. Alright, so this has an alternate mode. There we go, so it kills as if a player would, producing drops in essence. Drops are directly created from the mob loot pool. Alright. Essence, it will generate drops with random levels of fortune, so this is an alternate mode, which is kind of cool. Alright, so that is the one that we want. Yeah, so generally I think it's just wait and see now. That's all we can do. We can just... There's a mob detector. Yeah, so it's just a waiting game, really. We've got to wait until... Oh, there we go. We've got one with a skeleton style. So it does work. So it is working. Alright, so I'm happier now that I know that it is actually working. Now, obviously, we'll stick that into... what do you call it? We'll stick that into the... Really? The storage, so that we can see how many there are. What I'm going to do though is, I kept picking up the carrots because the carrots kept popping out of this part here and not going in. What I'm thinking was maybe the carrots is always going to be something that we feed the system, because the system will always need like a food substance. So, and it doesn't really matter what we got. So what I'm thinking is maybe we directly export the food substance into this one, so that we can just constantly keep it filled. Because like I said, it will always need food, like a food substance of some sort. I'm thinking that maybe that will work better. Yeah, look, so that is exporting into here. I mean, obviously, if we don't even need to speed it up because it's keeping up with it anyway. So, alright, so we don't have to waste an upgrade on that. Then, obviously, if we feed this into here, we'll never overload this, and not unless we request hundreds of them. But to be fair, I mean, we could just keep these fed at the same time anyway. I don't think we're going to get... Yeah, see, if we're going into production, then what we would need is a detector to say, look, we have 50 heads, stop doing the projection. I'm more leaning towards that than actually having like a system of creating them at the time. I want to keep... I'm gonna go with a certain number in the system at any one time, rather than automatically crafting, because this would be a pain to automate, to be honest. I mean, well, not so much a pain, but we could do it, but I don't want to spend the time on it. How's that? That sounds better. Right now, we need to produce as many heads as possible, which means that we cannot stop production. Because if we stop production, then we're not going to produce any. So we may as well just keep going. Have I got any more exporters? Yes, I have one there. We may as well just keep going. We may as well just import as much stuff as we can into the system. So if we do these exports, and I'll put the bones at the top, we can always come back, clear the machines out, and then just not worry about it. So let's get that in there, we'll get those in there, and we'll get another stack of carrots in there. Oh, we run out of carrots already. Oh, okay. Alright, so let's change this up with carrots or potatoes. Actually, what food stuff have we got more of? That would be the best question. Well, we got tons of rotten flesh. Is rotten flesh classed as a food item? If it is, what about seeds? I mean, seeds we got tons of. I wonder if we can. Let's take those out. Does rotten flesh count? It does. Look at that. Rotten flesh count. Flesh. That counts. So let's put that in there as well. And then that way, if we've got carrots, we'll use carrots. Or we'll swap it around the other way. We'll do that and then we'll do that. So we'll do rotten flesh first, and then we'll do carrots after. Yeah. Oh, all right. I'm happy with that. Because we're going to get a lot more rotten flesh, so that's fine. All right, and then we've got... Really? No, get out of it. There's no way we're out of rotten flesh. Yeah, look, no way. So we need a speed or a stack upgrade. Stack? Yeah, why not? Let's do a stack upgrade. Or has it reached its limit? No. Does it work? Maybe we need a different pipe. Or maybe it only works if there's something in there. I don't know. Let's do that. That's on extract items. Wow, really? Does a hopper work? Because if a hopper works, we can use a hopper. Let's get a hopper. Get one of those. And we'll put 5 of those in there. Alright, that works. So a hopper works. So what we can do is we can export into the hopper then. There we go, done, sorted. I'm pretty sure we can export into a hopper. We need some more rotten flesh though, so we'll get that. And we'll get that. And that means that that one won't work. Yeah, so we'll have to switch them all up. But we'll see if this one works first. Because if this works... See, not even that works. What the hell? Why doesn't that work? Well, that... Did it work? No. Right, chest. Because I know exporters do work with the chest, don't they? Right. Where did the... Oh, the exporter went... Did the exporter go in there and then just get gobbled up? Really? Well, that takes the piss. That isn't... Oh, I suppose it is matter, but... Still. Right, rotten flesh. Really? Oh, hang on. Oh, for Christ's sake. What a dick. Alright, so, yeah, everything has been working absolutely perfectly fine. Do you know why? Yeah, I've just worked out. I broke this block down here, didn't I? And that was the only thing that was linking me to my ME system or to my storage system. So yeah, of course nothing's gonna work because, hello, stupid. Great, smart. Right, let's go underneath here and hook this bloody thing back up. See, I hooked it up here and it needs to go over the other side now. Where is it? Where's the hole? There's the hole. Right. Boom. Okay, now if we go back upstairs, we should see the matter line. There we go. Okay, so everything is now working as intended. So exporters do work with this if you're not stupid and connect the storage system. Yeah, well done me. Jesus Christ. Alright, so this is working. So this will continue to just produce as many yeah, so as soon as this gets up, why is that stuck at 28.5? I wonder. I don't know, but we're gonna turn those two off for the moment. Why is that at 28.5? Rotten flesh isn't that good, maybe? Rotten flesh isn't that good. Oh, so carrots would be the better option. We just need to mass produce them. Alright, so if we take them out and we'll put... I know where we can mass produce carrots. I know where we can mass produce a lot of things. In a cloche. So if we get a couple more cloches, we can easily mass produce the carrots. And the carrots seem to be... yeah, worth a lot more. So alright, so that's interesting actually. That is interesting. So we should find the food stuff that is going to do the best. So if we look at the carrot, where is it? Bioreactor. Alright, let's have a look at the matter things. There we are. Oh well, yeah, I can't see. Maybe we need the rftools book. I'll look it up and see which one's the best. But what I'll do is I'll set up some more cloches anyway in the meantime for the carrots. And we should be able to... yeah, because I think all of these give different amounts. So it would be nice... oh, there's the manual. But I will find the manual and have a read through and then see which one does the best, and then we'll see about automating that. But for now, that's this episode over. I've been Syntosis. You've been awesome. Leaders.